Hey there, everybody. I'm Shemaine Nugent, and I wanted to talk to you about what's going to be on my Faith and Freedom show this week on Real America's Voice. I usually come to you around this time every week on Wednesdays because it's kind of fresh in my mind, my guests, and I want to speak with you about that and then just check in with you and see what is going on in your world. And if you've got any questions for me, I'd love to answer them. I'm going to welcome people who are coming in and joining. Please write in the comment section where in the world you are watching from. We've got people from all over the world. And while I'm waiting to get people in, I also wanted to tell you about my program called Red, White, and Pray. And it's an opportunity for us to take this faith and freedom one step further. And you can find out more about that on my website, ShemaineNugent.rocks. And it's Red, White, and Pray. And we've got Bible study, we've got daily devotionals, we've got a supportive community where you can buoy other people, you can pray for other people, you can have prayer requests, and we've got a team of intercessors praying for your prayer requests, which is amazing. And here's the best part, I think. Every Sunday night, we do a Q&A and we have guests, which I can't do this on social media. I can't even always do it on my show because my show, I have 4 commercials in my Faith and Freedom show. And if you want to find out more about faith and freedom, you can watch that on, where do I find that? Faith and Freedom. You can watch that on realamericasvoice.com, and you just go to the show segment or the show drop down menu, look for Faith and Freedom with Shemaine, and you can watch my previous shows. But I'm one step up there where I have my First Amendment. My guests have their First Amendment, but it's not always lengthy conversations. So we're limited to that. But in the Red, White, and Pray community, on Sunday evenings, we're going to have longer form interviews. But then here's the best part. You can ask my guests question. Your face will show up, and it's all via Zoom. So just wanted to tell you about that. I'm going to check in the chat. Hey, Terry Hall, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. We got a lot of people. Hey, Joe from Nashville. Love Nashville. Hey, Kathleen from Indiana. Bellevue, Florida. Not really sure where that is. Bellevue. I'm a kind of a Naples girl. Kind of. Although I don't, not anymore. But I love it there. That's my home away from home. Hey, Terry. I did say hi to Terry and Patty. Where are you at, Patty? And Mike Jones, thanks for being here. Gary from Yuma, Arizona. Here you got quite a heat wave going on there, Gary. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Happy Workout Wednesday. Did you do your workout today, Kevin? And we talk in our in the Faith and Freedom community. We have our own chat board. Kevin's on it, and I post something a little, inspiring for you guys. Today's Workout Wednesday. Do something a little bit extra. I did today. I really didn't want to work out. I'll be honest with you. And I just went, I'm going to do it. So even if you do 10 minutes, 20 minutes, move your body, stretch your body. So important. Hey, Joe from Grayling. Oh, I don't want to block you. Hang on. Hey, Joe from Grayling. Hey, James Shirts. Hey, James Shirts from Sunrise. Are you at Sunrise right now? Yes, I need to get one. Definitely can't. Well, yeah, I can get one on my show. He only shows his feet, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you know, you know. Hey, and I definitely don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you for being here. Port Charlotte in the house near Ocala. We got a lot of people in here today. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to get on. Thanks for the replay of wait till you see. Yes, wait till you see this weekend. I hope you can join us this Sunday, Kevin and everybody else. Hey, Stephen from Detroit, Connecticut here. 4 mile bike ride to midweek church. Good for you. Absolutely good for you. Okay, so On my Faith and Freedom, I jump in here on Wednesdays and go live. For one thing, kind of got hair and makeup done. It's a big thing for women, but also it's fresh on my mind. What is going on the show, what we were talking about. And this week's Faith and Freedom is packed with really inspiring and moving moments. And we're talking about the election 2024 and how, the other side is trying to win over evangelicals, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, do Democrats? I'm shocked that you could be a Christian and vote Democrat. Maybe there are. Can you write in the comment section if you are, or somebody that is? I'm just really shocked with that. But we're going to be talking about it with Sean Feucht. He's a Christian recording artist and author. And one thing I didn't know about Sean, it was funny. Here's some like backstage moments. So before we get the guest in, we kind of get the whole thing set up on Skype, and I have a conversation with them to make sure that my producer can hear them, I can hear them, they can hear me and all that. And Sean had a little trouble with his camera. And so his camera kind of like flipped up for a second. And I saw all these animal heads on his wall, including kudu and aoudad and white-tailed deer and elk. And then I'm like, Sean, are you a bow hunter? Saw his bow. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I had no idea. So Sean Feucht, great guy. And he's got an amazing story. And he really he's going on this tour where he's going to every single state. And you can find out more about that on my show, Faith and Freedom. And we dive into the shocking second assassination attempt on Donald Trump and the media's response. And you won't believe, well, how they're spinning this. So tune in to hear Sean and I break it all down. Now, here is another amazing thing. If you guys don't already know, and I repeat this for people who don't know and are just joining me for the first time, I'm here pretty much because I got sick and almost died due to toxic mold in my home that was once featured on MTV Cribs. And the reason I say I'm here because of that is I don't think I would be doing these shows. I don't think I'd be so interested in promoting anything, whether it's faith or health. I don't know what I'd do. Maybe just have coffee and, isn't this a cute cup? Puppies and coffee. It's got, let's see, Coco and Sadie, and there's Jackson and Sadie, and I had a dog, Thunder. I think that one was Happy. Yeah, that's Happy. And there's Rocco when he was just a little kid, and Thunder. So, oh, good coffee. Good coffee. Oh, I have a story about that too. Stick with me for a few minutes. I'm going to tell you about a supernatural thing that happened to Ted and I that has to do with coffee. I got to get through this first. I'm going to find, where is my Killer House information? So I wrote a book called Killer House. I also did a documentary. You can go to killerhouse.org. Looking for, I need a producer here. Where is it? Yeah, I don't see it. Killerhouse.org. You can find out more information about that. But so on my show, on Faith and Freedom, getting back to that, this is something I had recently discovered. I wish I would have known about this. Did you know that there are dogs that can detect mold? Makes a lot of sense to me. And again, I wish I would have had a dog like that when I got sick and almost died from toxic mold. So I talked to Lane and Susan, who are from the team Mold Dog Knows, and using a specially trained dog to detect mold. Amazing. So that's going to be on my Faith and Freedom show. So you can go to realamericasvoice.com on Friday and probably get all of the show, but it airs Sunday on realamericasvoice.com and also on Rumble on the Real America's Voice channel, 10 a.m. Eastern every Sunday morning. And once in a while I jump in the Rumble chat and I message people. We also have an amazing story with James Arthur Ray and his wife, Bersebeh, who is a Christian from Iran. And they both, we're all kind of crying in this interview. They turned adversity upside down into a thriving business, and they're going to share their personal story and how they rose from the lowest points in their lives to huge success. And also, you'll be happy to know, Kevin, and everybody else who's joining Red, White, and Pray, I'm going to have longer form interviews on Red, White, and Pray, and James and Bersebeh are going to come. I'm hoping to get them this Sunday. So I will definitely post in our comment section, our community on Red, White, and Pray. And if you want to join us, go to shemaynugent.rocks and sign up at Red, White, and Pray. And again, here the benefit, there's so many benefits. Bible study, number one, daily updates, daily Bible prompts, check-ins with me and my team, and a prayer team. You have a need, a special need for us to pray for you, you post it. And we don't get to do that all the time here. So this is a community that I wish I have always had. So check that out. Red, White, and Pray. And again, James and his wife are going to come in one of these Sundays. I'm hoping to get them this Sunday. I'm working on that. So I will keep you posted. So then also, okay, here is the story, the coffee story that I wanted to tell you. One more sip of coffee. Belle, my new daughter-in-law, made this for me. Isn't that cute? Puppies and coffee. Okay. This is a story I also told on, where did I tell it? In my what they call D block, the last segment of my Faith and Freedom show, that usually I have 4 guests, one per each segment. But this week I decided, and a couple of other weeks I've been doing this too. Ted encouraged me to have one block, like he does his whole show. He has no agenda. I have all these guests. I just like it that way. But excuse me. So the last segment this week, I just talk about some things that are important on my radar. Of course, Hunter Nation. If you guys don't know about Hunter Nation, 50% of hunters don't vote. And so I show a little video from Don Trump Jr. and from those of us on Hunter Nation. But so I talk about this. God is working right now supernaturally. And I've got 2 stories to tell you about. One I've shared with you before, one I haven't shared with anybody ever here publicly. So Jackson, our cute, adorable puppy, this guy right here, where is he? This guy right there, the one that I'm holding. He's much bigger right now. When we first got him, he ate everything. Literally, you cannot put anything, and still we take the trash and we put it on the counter. It's like he ate everything. And one morning, I thought I had everything cleaned up. I still don't know how he got it. Well, I had it on my dresser. I had this metal tube of hand cream. And one morning I woke up and saw him chewing on something. I'm like, oh, dear God, what has he got? He's got this metal tube in his mouth. And I wish I had something to show you. So imagine like a toothpaste tube. Okay. So little tube. And all he's got is the top of that, the top part with the plastic tube on it, and then little ground up metal shards in his mouth. I reach in, grab all that out. I, for the life of me, still to this day, can't find the rest of that tube. And so he seemed to be okay. You know, we were horrified, obviously, and felt something in his stomach then later on that day. So we rushed him to the vet, and I said, take an x-ray, see if this is what's in there. And so the x-ray showed that there was like something hard and white in there. And I brought in the rest of the tubes to show them. I'm like, this is metal. How do we get it out? What do we do? And the vet said, well, you got 2 options. Option 1 is that you can have the dog throw up. Give him something to make him throw up. Well, the problem is it's a metal tube, and if he throws that up, it's going to just tear up his esophagus. The other end of it, if he poops it out, he's going to tear that up too. And so I said, well, what would you do? And she said, well, why don't we give him some food, some canned food, and so that'll coat it, and then we'll give him the stuff to make him throw up. And I'm like, okay. So we did that, and we gave him the food, and then they took him out. They were going to make him throw up. Before, while I was waiting for them to get the food, I'm in the room just with Jackson. He's like 3 months old at this point. So I laid my hands, I prayed, I laid my hands on that puppy, and I prayed that somehow supernaturally God would remove that metal tube from his stomach, because the only two options were not good case scenarios. So the vet came back in, took him after he ate, and gave him the stuff to throw up. 20 minutes later, she brings him back in, and she's all excited. And I'm like, he seemed to be, I'm looking at him with the split second. He seemed to be okay. And like, did you find the tube? And she goes, no, but here's the x-ray after he threw up some twigs and leaves and stuff like that, stuff that dogs get into. And she goes, his stomach is empty and there's no metal tube in there. To this day, I don't know what happened to that. Now, here's the other story about the coffee. Bear with me, y'all. Hang on. So Jackson eats everything, right? And then this was about a week later. Ted and I love coffee, and we got a new coffee maker that has this plastic tube that goes into a glass. This isn't it, but it goes into a glass carafe. You put milk in there, and it makes a cappuccino. So you have to rinse it out every time, though. So we rinse the tube out. And we hang it over the coffee machine so next person using it can see it. So one day Ted goes, where's the plastic tube? And I'm like, I put it right where we always put it. He's like, it's not there. So we literally tore apart the kitchen looking for this tube. Every drawer, every trash bag, everywhere, all over the house, can't find this plastic tube that's about, I don't know, 8 inches long, 8 inches long. I'm like, geez Louise, did this dog eat that too? And I'm like, well, at least it's plastic and it's pliable. Maybe he'll poop it out. I don't know. There's no sign of it anywhere. We literally took everything off of the counter, took the coffee maker apart, like looked for it everywhere, in the trash, under the rug, everywhere. So about an hour later, I'm doing an interview with somebody in my office, and I hear Ted screaming at me. I'm like, oh gosh, what is going on? What did Jackson do now? So I paused. I asked the interviewer, like, can I just take a break for a second? I'll be right back. So I go to Ted. I go, what's up? And he goes, did you put this tube here? The plastic milk carafe tube for the coffee maker? I'm like, no, don't you think I would have told you? He goes, it's right there where we always leave it. God is moving supernaturally right now, big time. And I believe it. And I hope, type in the comment section if you think he is too. Yes, I mean, I'm looking at, Epic. That's it. Epic. Yeah. Not again. That's what I was saying. Okay. Check out Hunter Nation, Tina. Check out hunternation.org. Check out hunternation.org. You don't have to be a member, but just follow it for updates. So all that to say, I really do believe God is on the move right now, and I believe this is the other reason why I started this Red, White, and Pray community. I'm so banned on social media. Now I'm banned on TikTok. I know what you're going to say, like, oh, it's good. It's, different country runs that anyway. Don't you think that they can get all of the information here now too? So Red, White, and Pray is an opportunity for us to really get off the social media and just come together. But it's a place where you can speak your mind and stand up for your First Amendment rights. It's where faith meets patriotism, those who love God and family and country. And I'm really excited about it. So hopefully you can join us. There is a small fee, and I will tell you, because I have two full-time people working for me. I have no idea. It's a lot of work. It took us probably 3 months to put this together. So go to ShemaineNugent.rocks, ShemaineNugent.rocks, and look up the Join Community, and you will see Red, White, and Pray and all the information about that. So all right, guys, I am so excited. Sorry, this was a little bit longer than normal. Usually I try to make it smaller, but if you're just joining me, I talk a little bit about the recap on the Faith and Freedom show that I do every week on Real America's Voice. Go to realamericasvoice.com, and I will see you there for sure every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. on realamericasvoice.com, also on Rumble on the Real America's Voice channel. But if you go to realamericasvoice.com on Friday, you can watch the show there too, just not on their live feed. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Love you. Have faith. I do believe that things are going to get tough, really tough for a few months, maybe 6, maybe more. But God is moving in supernatural ways. Like, not cry right now. All right. Have a great day, everybody. And I will see you on my Faith and Freedom show, and also on Instagram and Facebook here and YouTube also. But hopefully you can join me in